Hello guys, welcome back. This is the Echo. Currently it drops from the Warden, and the Warden can be located on Eden 6 on the Anvil. Spawn is here, Warden is right up here in the corner. It's a bit of a trek, but it's not so bad. It's a bit tight around this area, Mayhem 3, but it wasn't so bad to get there. Actually, this bit was the worst part, getting past here. Let's take a little look at it. Now, I have played around with it a little bit. And you haven't seen this gun before, so grab it while you can. Take a little look. I kind of like it, to be honest, though. It's 146 splash damage is Torgue, so it's going to have slow velocity, which is a little bit of its downfall. It's got 2x2 weapon zoom, which I don't like. Magazine of 5, but that's fine because its reload, its fire rate is not the best. Handling accuracy, we don't care about that much. Reload time, we'll see about that in a minute, but it does pretty awesome damage. Now, the funny thing about this gun, or its little perk rather, would be that when you hit something, it does 3 explosions after you've hit it, after the first one. Is it 2 or 3? I think it's 3. So there's primary hit, and then 3 explosive hits. We'll test it out now. We'll see for sure. I don't like the zoom. It's not bad, but it's still a little bit there. There's 1, 2, 3, and that pretty much hurt. I love these sticky. I love them. Love them. So yeah, it does pretty good damage. Let's have a look at my mayhem mode a minute. To do no. Okay, plus 25% gun damage. So it is a little bit. It's doing a little bit more damage than normal. So let's see how many it would take. 2. Oh. I think that one missed. There's 2 on him and he's dead. Let me just check to see. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I want to see if the criticals actually crit on the explosion. Let's try this guy. There's 1 crit, 2 crits, 3 crits. Yeah, so if you hit the crit spot, we'll just check to see if it does damage off the crit spot. No. No. So yeah, you hit the crit spot, it's going to do damage and it's going to blast damage. So and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Its fire rate is not the best. There's a bit of a kick on it between shots. You got to wait for it to settle down a little bit. I find it's best. We're moving targets, obviously being a Torgue. It's not the fastest velocity, so you are going to miss a couple of shots, especially with these guys, because they've got a unique ability to dodge whenever you press fire button. It's like 3 hits is generally enough to kill them. If you hit the crit, that is. 5. Now I did do a review on, I showed you again, another Torgue. Can't remember the name of it actually, and I had a lot of fun with that. But this is actually a kind of fun, but a bit more serious as well, if you know what I mean. Like the other one had novelty to it, now this one actually does business. Quite hiding, mate. Come on. Awesome. I like it. I actually like it. This one has no element on it, so unfortunately, it might have a hard time in some mayhem modes. Let's see if I can get some shells on this guy. No, that's pretty good actually, considering you're forgetting about him and moving on to something else. See, once you got the gist right about how many shells it's going to take to kill him. Sight is a little bit restrictive. I would have preferred it if it, look at this guy, all like, yeah, in your face. I would have preferred if it was a smaller sight. No, I don't think it comes with a smaller sight. I think what you get with this gun is what you're given. If you guys have picked one up that's got... Oh, look at the splashes as well. If you guys pick one up that's got a smaller sight, I might actually farm it for that. Good to know though if I do that. I've got so much to do. There's so many guns to... My inventory is full of them. But it's good to be like I guess. Look at that. There. So you get a good couple of shots on. 3 or 2 is normally enough. I don't think I've actually reloaded yet. Is that striker? Where is he? Where is he? Where are you, asshole? Yeah. Oh. Where's he, buddy? That him? No. Oh, you can't fire through that. Interesting. He doesn't spawn sometimes. You gotta be careful because that guy can screw your day up. I wouldn't necessarily use it for fight for your life, if I'm honest. Like the fact that you could just fire at stuff and just forget all about it. I am going down a lot because I'm messing about. And I guess that's the downside of it really, is the fact that it doesn't really clear a room fast. Obviously if you're walking into somewhere, take a little bit of getting used to, but you're walking into somewhere with a lot of guys, this type of gun might bite you on the ass, which it clearly is doing to me. Or it could just be shit. Which is more than likely the case. Yeah, I'm definitely going through this a lot slower than I was all the other games. I think generally with these Torgues as well, if it does, let me try to reload. I don't think that's actually working. Try with that. It's pretty much. I mean, the time it takes for it to actually start proccing its damage, its explosive damage, is relatively quite short, which is a pro for this gun because the other Torgues that I played with that had stickies on them, you had to wait like 10 seconds sometimes, or you had to push the explosion on a reload. But this actually procs quite fast, which is cool. Cool. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to give it the thumbs up because it's good and it's not novel. It's just the sight. It's just the sight, that's all I don't like. And the kick. Kick is actually a pain in the ass, but I kind of like it. Stops you from going crazy with the spam. I mean, you can't go crazy with the spam anyway. It's not like... it's different, you know? Different. I love that, his head, this one. Oh, little things, I love it. Fighting from the hip is okay. Of course, with moving targets, you've got to kind of fire ahead a little bit. But the velocity isn't terrible. Just stuck. Yeah. Yeah, thumbs up. Go and farm it. Go and farm it. Test it out. See what you think. You might hate it. You might like it. I don't know, but I like it. And I don't really massively like Torgue too much. Although, you know, with Mose, you get a little bit more out of it because she is kind of splashy damage naturally. Okay, I can't see anything. It's 3 of them. Hold on. I'm trying to get them all. I mean, these guys are quite tanky, so they're not going down like extremely fast. Okay, so it's not going to win any prizes for cleaning the room, that's for sure. But, I can get somebody to... I was playing the other day. And some guy tried to run away from me. And I shot him with a sticky on his ass. Fucking, yeah, well, he had to be there.
You're done.
God damn it, the geometry around you is a pain in the ass sometimes.
Are you prepared?
So yeah, there is, guys. Thumbs up, definitely thumbs up. Pretty good damage, and it's worth the farm. Definitely, it's worth the farm just to do the event anyway, because your guy. Let me just stop it there. Your guy is, where is he? The warden. Normally, the warden drops. Where are you? The Freeman, and he did actually drop the Freeman for me, and I'll show you that in a second. It's a rocket launcher. I haven't tested it yet. Is that it? No. It's somewhere. I think actually, that it. Tango Scare. Oh, where are you, buddy? Oh, there it is. Which looks pretty cool. Looks a little bit like the bubblegum machine. And I haven't tested it out yet, so I'm going to give that a little bit of a whirl in a second after I've done all the event stuff. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye now.